We from that cassette era, you know what I'm saying? That purple tape era, that Nas Illmatic era, that Dr. Dre, Chronic, Snoop Dogg era, you know what I mean? We bouncing all over the place with this right here. We taking it from the south, from the west to the east, to the north, Midwest. We taking this globally, man. Like, you gotta see that. Like, we going all over the place with this, man. Europe, shout out to Africa. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to New Zealand, Australia. Yo, we going everywhere with this. This is that real. You looking for that real hip hop? You need that real hip hop in your life? You need the International Reem Supreme Show. Yo, what up, what up? It's Kareem Shon, host of the International Reem Supreme Show. I hate to feel like that I'm back, but I guess in some slight way you could look at it as I'm back, B. The real is back. What's good? International Reem Supreme Show. We are a hip hop podcast for hip hop heads. You can follow us at Reem Supreme Show on Twitter, Reem Supreme Show on Instagram, and at the website reemsupremeshow.com, and on YouTube at International Reem Supreme Show. For those who know me, that's dope. I appreciate y'all sticking with me. It makes me confident in what I've done before and what I'm getting ready to do now, so I appreciate that. For those who don't, I appreciate you for checking me out. I've been in the podcasting game for quite a while. I am a supreme hip hop head, and I think you'll like what I have to deliver. But it's not just me this time. Or it wasn't just me last time neither, right? But this time I've been able to create a platform that doesn't really just put us in the hip hop box, but it also introduces my peoples, my family. So on this pod, I got a few guys featured with me. And they're awesome. And they're all my day one guys that's helping me produce this, and we're putting this together to deliver you some of the best content. So first up the bat is Shave Shack Shop. We go back to pre-kindergarten, like pre-kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? Like when we were super shorties. That's my brother, man. And right now he's in Florida. He's an independent barber, so he's nice with the clippers. And that's Shave Shack Shop. Next up is Scooby. Again, another day one. Me and him been tight since I was about 16 years old. Right now he's living in New York, and really dope dude. Got all the jokes. Next up the bats, Taraje. That's my right hand man, B. We've been tight for over 10 years, probably like 15, 16 years or something like that. And he's originally from Pennsylvania, and he lives here in Houston where I live. And I'm from New York, stand up, Strong Island, what's the deal? And it's just a great blend of guys. And we also got my man Noah, Archangel, leader of the Band of the Hawk. So please check us out on that. And don't forget my man T Bonds too. He handles all the visuals, and every now and again we can get him in front of the camera, right? So these are some brothers that I've known for years now. We had an opportunity to work together, and here we are. Now, on this podcast, we do album reviews. We do premieres with artists. We do reviews with artists, and we do our own reviews. A lot of the times you'll find that I'll interview somebody, or we'll interview somebody, and if I do it on my own, then I bring it back to the council, and then we'll discuss it. So I think that's a really dope idea. But at the end of the day, we're going to bring you the latest in culture, lifestyle, and entrepreneurship. With me being an entrepreneur, I'm constantly giving out tips, advice, and just basically how to network and how to help grow your business. Noah is also an independent. T Bonds is also an independent. And like I said before, my Shave Shack Shot, he's an independent. So you'll always get, some tips from us as we're going through life, right? So for those who know me, that's what's up. I want to give you my top 10 from last year. I've been off of podcasting in this style and fashion for just about a year now. Nah, a little less than a year. But, you know, just to get to know me and get to know my style of hip hop, let me give you my last top 10. So in that 10 was Quilly Chris with Guns. Number 9 was Little Brother with May the Lord Watch. Number 8 was Crime Apple and DJ Skiz with Wet Dirt. That shit's a banger all the way through. Congratulations, guys. That shit is dope. Westside Gun, Fly God is an Awesome God. Ito with DJ Muggs with Hell's Roof. Sky Zoo with P Rock, Metropolitan. Number 4, we got London Drugs with Jay Worthy affiliated. That shit is dope. Some of the realest pimp lyrics I've heard in years. Like, that shit is crazy. We got Rhapsody with E for number 3. For number 2, we got Griselda with Sheen Gun Do. Number 1, we got Madlib, Freddie Gibbs with Bandana. That's just the way the cookie crumble. So far, what I'm currently listening to, and I can't say I'm listening to all of these, you know, equally. I'll just put it that way. But so far, my 10 albums is going to Lil Wayne's The Funeral. I enjoyed it. Vic Spencer, what's that? Psychological Cheat Sheet. I'm gonna give this one away. I listen to that every day. That's a review that's coming real soon. You could bet that. That shit is crazy. You should go listen to it. Jadakiss, I like his new joint. Baldy James and Alchemist, The Price of Tea in China. That review's coming. Smoke Dizza, Closed Mouths Don't Get Fed. I like Dizza's flow. I like his tone. And he's from Harlem, so shout out to New York. El Camino, no, excuse me. Before I jump there, my man Graf, he got an Oracle 3 right now. I'm checking that out. Ito, The Circle, right? The Circle? Yeah, The Circle from Ito. Dope. It's short. It's dope. And then you play that shit again. And then you should play that shit one more time. Make sure that you got it. Number 8, El Camino and 38 Special with Marty's Prayer. Number 9, Ransom with Director's Cut. And I know it's an EP, but that shit is fire. And UFO and Static Selector with Fresh Hair. Great album, man. Beats is crazy on point. Shout out to the young God. He coming up in the game, man. Everything that he's put out has been quality. You should definitely check for that. This is our premiere episode, man. You know, we're about to get it in. And we'll get into that in just a second. I wanted to build on something real quick. I'm not going to ignore the situation that we're in right now with the coronavirus. Shout out to everyone around the world. Praying for everyone. Some tips that I think that you could do to survive in your house for the next 3 months, at least what I got. One of the things I'm doing to help my family and help myself, help my community, is I'm making sure that we keep some gloves, not only in the car, but also in the house. We try to think forward, so the car is really the backup. This one is what us, you know, what we're really thinking about, right? So we put these on if we're going out to like get gas or whatever it might have been, you know, anything that somebody might have touched or 100 people might have touched. I want to make sure I cover my hands, and I'm still using, you know, hand sanitizer. But most importantly, I'm using soap, people. Wash your goddamn hands, man. Just keep it simple. As far as other things, I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I got Xbox, and I have bought this game. I'm a shooter, so I like Rainbow Six. I copped this Rainbow Six, right? And I couldn't get past the training, so I didn't play it. And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna rock that shit. So I don't have a gamer tag or anything like that. I wasn't that serious, so I'm gonna put a little money into that. When I get one, I'll update this. You know, I like to get my drink on, so I hope that y'all went and got some things that y'all could drink on. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Hennessy White people if you're a fan of that. If you're more on the wine side, I definitely recommend this right here. This is crazy. It's not cheap. You know, it's not a $7 bottle, but it's dope. Last but not least, you know, I support my people. Buy black. Put the Hennessy back. Get this in step. All right? Yo, grab some books. Grab some good books you haven't read in a while, man. For me, I'm going to take it back to the Pretty Tony days. Right there. See that? That's how much of a fan I am, B. I got a book from Ghostface Killer, yo. And it came with a CD in the back. I also recommend The Q, B. One of the best to ever do it in the game. Autobiography of Quincy Jones. Dig that. And if you got something that you think I should check, hit me up on Twitter at Reem Supreme Show. That's it. Hold on. One last one. This is my latest one right here. You see this? This is a book. Yo, this shit probably weighs like 20 pounds, but it's one of the last books that I picked up. And believe it or not, I got this from Macy's, man. So this big ass book is all about hip hop. This is the hip hop, a cultural odyssey, and it takes it from the beginning to the middle. Like, yo, it's bananas, man. So I'm in damn sure up to one of my favorite MCs, the God Big. Make sure that I check this out. Hold on, listen to this. That was the book. As far as games, Melinda, my wifey, loves to rock out with board games, stuff like that, man. So outside of that, if you get a weird text message from me, rock with me, because I'm rocking with Social Sabotage. Just, you know, if I say anything crazy. Another one that I typically like is 80s and 90s. I was a big fan of the VH1 show. I love the 80s. So this kind of reminds me of that. Now, on to the show. I've been able to rock out with my man MeRCY. I've been a fan of his for a while. He's put out some really dope joints like, hold on, I wrote this down. Montana Lives Forever, Montana Lives Forever. So it's Montana Lives Forever, Montana Lives Forever, The Lost Keys, and then The Prestige 3. You can find these on all streaming, services or whatever it may be. And homie is dope. He's from South Florida. I remember when I first, interviewed him and got to know him, one of the first things I said to him was like, yo, man, I really appreciate your music so much because it's something I can feel. Like, I believe what you say, man. It feels like when you're rhyming and you're saying what you're saying, like, you talking to me almost. Like I'm in the car right there with you as we making these moves and here we go, you know what I mean? And he got with a dude named Chief Tony, and I don't know Chief Tony. But I do know this. When MeRCY hit me on Twitter, it was like, yo, man, I need you to listen to this. I'm about to drop this album. As soon as I heard it, I wanted to leak it. I wanted to leak it. I wanted to just let it go. I wanted to share it with the world. And now that it's out on all streaming platforms and I'm putting out my pod, now we get to review the album. So you get to, see how we get down, man. You get to rock out with me, Shy, School, Taraji's in the building. Let's just put it that way. And I hope y'all enjoy it. So again, I'm Kareem Shon. You can follow us. The easiest thing to do really is just go to our website, www.reemsupremeshow.com. It's very interactive. You can you can chat with us through a live bot, the messenger bot there. We answer, so we can chat about whatever hip hop or whatever questions that you may have. You can hit us directly if you want to get to our Twitter, to our Instagram, and you can always get to our pod Instagram. So just make everything real easy. But for the most part, everything is Reem Supreme Show. YouTube is International Reem Supreme Show. And I appreciate everybody that rock with us. And if you think that this is it, it's not. We got a lot more coming. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Peace. Shout out to Taraji, who's holding the camera right now. It's very important. Say what's up, my G.
Yo, what up? International Supreme Team in the building. Peace.
I got my day one with me, Shy. What up, Shy?
Yo, what up? What's poppin'?
Shy, is that your girl trying to whisper in your ear in the background?
She did before now, Jay. I'm saying in the background of you.
I'm saying,
what up, fellas?
Yo, what up, Scoop?
So we got my other day one. He goes by Woody Wood for whatever reason, but we know him as Scooby, so don't get his name twisted. Scooby, what's good, man?
Chillin', bro. You know me.
All right, what you said?
Quick
Hey, yo, I don't really, do this often. Like I put together, world class product so we can sell it, so you can enjoy it, and we can do what we do with the profits, right? But this is really fucking special to me because my man out of South Florida, who's been real hot for a real long time. What I respect about him is this: as an artist, when you know that you've reached your point where you are in your you're in your artistry, this is what you do, you don't tend to change any of that. You don't change with the times. You wait for the times to catch up to you. I got a chance to listen to my brother MeRCY a couple of years ago now on a couple of other projects. He hit me. He was like, yo, I got something hot coming. And I ain't gonna front, man. I wanted to leak this shit and just share this shit with everybody. But I didn't. I waited for the needle to drop with everybody else. You can check me out on Twitter at Reem Supreme Show. If you think any of this is fugazi, this is all real, man. So I want to introduce my mans in them. They got one of the hottest albums out right now, co-signed by some of the best street DJs out there right now. MeRCY, what up, fam?
What up, man? What's good?
You?
How are you?
Good, man. Good. Dealing with this New York weather.
Yo, man, what got you uptown? What got you upstate to New York from Florida, man?
New scenery, man.
Yeah.
Business, family business.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolute, man. With that, you're definitely handling your biz. I've been seeing you because I keep up with you on social media. Yo, make sure that that you plug your social media so people know where to follow you before we get into anything else.
Of course. Music by MeRCY. Everything is related to Music by MeRCY, whether it's on Spotify, Apple, Twitter, Instagram. You know what I mean? Music by MeRCY TV on YouTube. You can plug in all those.
Alright, y'all make sure to follow that too.
Right.
So man, listen, it's crazy because I was just out there, well not just out there, cause time never fucking moved. But I was out there last year in October. Was you already in New York at the time?
Yeah. Last year, yeah.
Okay, cool, man. I wish I would have known. We would have linked.
Yeah,
So-
man, for real, man.
So yo,
That's a missed opportunity.
you got this new project out, I'm following you online. I'm seeing the reposts from all the different, bloggers and everything. Let's get into a little bit of about your new project, Sophisticated Thuggery.
Yeah, man. Sophisticated Thuggery. It's a collaborative effort with my man Chief Tone down in South Florida. Been a cold heart of mine for years. We've been doing music for years. We've been doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. We always wanted to do a project together. We did one long time ago called Polo Horseman
Okay.
with my man Cole Jackson, producer Solidified. But we still felt like there was unfinished business after that. So I felt like we took the opportunity to do another project together and got Sophisticated Thuggery, It
Absolutely.
was easy, it was work, it was just, just great times, just doing great music with great friends and shit. So
Absolutely. And that makes everything
It was
easy.
great.
That keeps the synergy
Yeah.
and the energy right. Introduce your man. We got to learn about this dude, man. Because if you co-signing him, man, this is big.
yeah, man. Number one Chief Rocket, Chief Tone, man.
Yo,
Chief
man,
Tone.
what's going on? We here, man. What's going on, world?
What up, man?
We are here. What's going on, man?
Yo, you a big dude, man. I'm sure motherfuckers don't get out of pocket much,
Nah, man, and even if they did, man, I'm a lover, not a fighter, so I can say
Absolutely. So, yo, Chief, man.
It's all love, man.
We all got a chance to hear the album. Me, Shots, Rajay, Scoob.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you, man. One of the first things that gets me as an MC, to like an MC, is definitely the voice. You know what I'm saying? That reminds me. Shout out Guru, may his soul rest in peace. He had a song
Bless.
about how the
Absolutely.
voice was instrumental in being a dope MC and being able to connect on these tracks. How long you been doing your thing now?
Oh, man. in all honesty, bro, when I was in middle school, I started off in band, you know, and when I got into bands, I learned how to write music and actually orchestrate it. You know what I'm saying? So then I started playing with words because now I'm making the music and I like what I'm doing. So, you know, when you have that art form about you, you tend to create more. You know what I'm saying? So I started playing around with words. I was shy at first, I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to tell people I made music or I rapped or whatever, but I used to just write shit in my pad, rap it to myself, you know what I'm saying? And then it was probably until like high school where I really started, you know, developing like a flow and started to take it a little bit more serious. And then I just had to just eat my shyness, man, and be like, yo, look, I got bars, and I need somebody to hear this because I need to let this off my chest. I'm gonna stop fronting, and y'all gonna hear something. And if I'm whack, you know, I'm gonna just shelf it. But if I'm not, y'all can hold it. You know what I'm saying? And I just so I would say I've been doing it since about like, you know, about 96 when I was in middle school, and then I really started taking it serious after high school. I graduated. And that's kind of like where me and MeRCY really got together and had the extra time to actually start building and forming a relationship musically outside of our friendship and really just attacking it, man, and getting to it, you know, because we always had a talent, and I feel like a lot of people actually liked what we were doing. So that drive, you know, kept us going, man, and now we here. You know what I'm saying?
So you know, so me and my camp, you know, we from the you know, we 90s babies, right? You know, we 90s kids. So the last time that I seen a real emergence from the Latino community in hip hop, you know, it was Fat Joe, it was Terror Squad, you know, Big Pun, you know what I'm saying? Beat Nuts, you know what I mean? Like they had
Psycho
impact. And the one thing that I could say from 2019 that came out of that was, to me, from the way that I see the game, is, you know, my Latino brothers getting back into it. So shout out to y'all, shout out to Crime Apple, shout out to Ito. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's real dope right now, man. And I want to, you know, tip my hat to y'all as being a part of that. You know, that resurgence, you know what I'm saying? Because I think it's really important to have that flavor in the music. And speaking of that, the one thing that we all said was, there's a lot of different sounds on this album, man. Like, y'all go from one extreme in sound to another extreme. Yo, like, what was the production experience like as far as choosing beats?
Oh, I'll let MeRCY tap into that, because I was just getting forward and shit, and I was like, yo, I'm with it.
It was like, you know, every beat you gonna be hot. So regardless of what beat threw you was gonna just throw something crazy.
Yeah. But it was so many though. It was so many we had to fish through.
I imagine, because every crap we do. Every beat does. I love beat. I love beats. Every beat I heard was fire on there. I was like, I
appreciate that. Now we fans of the, you know, producers, like, you know, the Alchemists, the Knife Wonders, the Havocs, the Premiers, the Mallards. So me and Tone really got a nice sonic ear that I know that could complement his voice or his delivery on mine. So it made it easy. So whenever I heard like a hard beat, I was like, oh, I can hear Tone on this. So we had a few in-house producers that we already worked with. My man Solidified out of Jersey. He's a frequent producer I work with. He sent me a few beats for Versace Mansion, Can't Get Over, Exquisite Taste. Then me and Tone got to produce Mr. Compliment, Distinguished Chimps. He made Split Personality. These beats was like, it wasn't like Statuary. Some producers made beats strictly for us, and then there was beats that I had laid around. And I said, Tone, you can rock on this. Even before we went to the studio, like, we had 2 sessions, we knocked out the whole album. 2 sessions, like 8 hours. On the 8 hours, pretty much, we finished the album.
That's
Shout out
impressive.
to-
Wait, pause.
Shout-
Under 8 hours.
Y'all did
Yeah.
this project in less than 8 hours?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
If you digging for hip
I mean, I think that the biggest thing from that is like my man was saying, you know, when you hear the beat, bro, it's effortless. It's like working, but you're not doing work. It's like it's like you got a job where you go to and you have fun. You know what I'm saying? And one of my biggest things is that I don't like to have any of my music forced. So if I'm getting shit delivered to me, I don't really have a problem with telling you I can't rock with this one. Let's rock with this one, and this is what I feel. You know what I'm saying? And then there's others where, you know, I could be a little bit more lenient towards. But stuff like this was just back to back fires. You know what I'm saying? So
Even towards
you know,
the ending.
you know. So it's like when you hear stuff like that, and you already have your stuff written down, and all of your, you know, your chambers are loaded. You just got your time frame and your slots, and you just unload.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you give your, you know, your little input to the engineers, and they tweak it how they tweak it. But to do the work is never a problem when the beats is there, because the rhymes are going to be there. You know what I'm saying? But it's really just a production you really have to feel and be like, all right, yo, I'm going to do this one. We should do this one. All right, you go first on this one. Here's the hook for this one. You do this. You know what I'm saying? And once we already have that conversated, as soon as we step in, man, it's all business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's genuine.
Yeah.
Everything was syncing together as one, you know.
Yeah.
Nah, it was crazy. I mean, when we first initially went to the studio, we had like 6 tracks, 6 songs ready to go. And then shout out to the last edition submissions and stuff like DJ Wayneski. He shot me a beat. Literally, I'm headed to the airport, and he sent me a beat, which is Party with Villains. I wrote my verse like before I even got to the airport. I was like, yo, I had the hook first. I was like, Tone, please jump on this joint. Tone got on there. We all right, boom, we got to track 7. And then there was 2 producers that were at the studio, Allen Squad. They made Noise Complaint.
Yeah.
And the first time I heard the beat, I didn't like it. I played off my phone. I didn't hear the bass. I didn't hear the melody like clear. So the second day we went to the studio, you know, to finish the album for 4 hours. And we were stuck in traffic that day. We were heading to Miami. It was dumb crazy. And then I played it to Tone. Like, Tone, what do you think about this record? I played Noise Complaint in another beat. Tone caught the beat like that. He was like, yo, I got a hook for this one. And the beat is jumpy. It's not a traditional like beat joint. So I was like, all right, Tone, all right, cool. We got there, and that was literally like the last song we worked on, and it made the cut, and it just started building after each song. It just kept building.
That's dope, man.
So shout out to all the producers that, you know, contributed and put in the effort in.
Yes.
Heard the shit.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you.
Comp Vibe, DJ Kaz,
Wayne Ski,
Off the Beat Kid who made Exquisite Gear Kid from out in London. He was, and I had that beat for like maybe 4 years, and he was like 18 years old when he made that beat. So he was a youngster.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I had that beat in the chamber for the longest. So when I played it for Tone, Tone was like, yo, you on it. You know what I mean? So everything was easy. It was just breezy, man. It was just fresh air. We did the music because it was something that we were fans of.
Absolutely.
It wasn't like we were looking at, oh, we need to cater to this crowd or this noise or this sound or anything. Anything was just outside noise. We were just in the studio having fun with our peers and friends and stuff.
That's what's up.
And,
Word.
So
and
yo,
shout out to my man George. He the one who helped sequence the album and making sure like the first 5 songs is a knocker. Like
yeah,
constant.
he did that. The first 4,
Yeah.
I was like, yo. But listen, man, we got about 5 more minutes, and then we got to wrap this up. I'm gonna let the team get their opinions across. Taraji, what you got, fam?
Listen, I want to say, years from now, if there was a tunnel and people was digging for that real hip hop, y'all gonna be there. You know that face you make when you hear that hip hop, that face you make when you know it's that hip hop. That's what y'all got. That's what y'all got.
Oh man,
Like
thank
that.
you, Sheldon.
That's real
That's
rap.
love right there.
Like,
for real.
like I want to say, I played the album 3 times back to back the same day. Woke up the next morning, played it again. You know what I mean? Cause you making that face like, yo, this is that thing right here. You know what I mean? So y'all definitely, if years from now hip hop, they ain't talking about hip hop no more, and they got a place where they looking for it, and they find it. This is where it's at.
Man, appreciate that, man.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. For real.
It's big. Like when I heard it, when you told me about it, I heard it. I didn't lie. I played it 2 or 3 times and everything. But the first song when it came on, that's what got me. I was not that set. I'm a beat person. I'm like, all the beats. I'm like,
that one got me too, school.
The just tear me apart. And then
The first song,
it was scary in a good way. It was scary in a good way, like.
Did you say scary? Did you say scary in a good way?
I put it like this. This is something you would play definitely in the summertime on a hot day, windows down, radio up on me. And niggas gonna stop. You know, you go to the porn store, where that nigga? Right, I go look for it.
Yeah.
You know, that's how
exclusive shit.
Yeah.
It's definitely fire. You know what I'm saying? And I know for a fact there's gonna be other hits behind those hits that I made on this. So I couldn't get moved. I really can't.
Yo, Shy, you want to close us out?
Alright, so look, listen, man. You know, Kay, you already know me for a while. You know what my ears like. Smooth, you already know. Taraji, everybody, look, listen. I'm the type, I rock albums for months, like trimesters. You know what I'm saying? Like 3-4 months at a time. I mean, like every day though. You know what I'm saying? And I can already see that this is going to be at the top of the list to really preview for the next couple of months to kind of take into context of what it is exactly y'all are saying and how it's coming across. But I could already tell, like, listen, man, I had it in my ear today in the barbershop, and I know these dudes are like, yo, what is he listening to? I was just like, I was getting it on another level. Wow. So I just want to say congratulations to y'all straight up. You know what I'm saying? Speak this into existence. You already know, like you said, you know, as far as feeling genuine and when the beats come and not rushing and picking and choosing and not being a yes man when it comes to rushing your art and your perfection. That's where it all starts. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And y'all got it. So let's go.
So yo, man,
thank you.
Yo, Chief,
Yes, sir.
Tone, MeRCY, y'all gotta make sure y'all plug y'all social medias in, so everybody can follow y'all after they peep the episode.
Oh, definitely, man. Music by MeRCY, spelled correctly. You know what I mean? You can find me on Instagram, Twitter. Music by MeRCY on Facebook. Music by MeRCY TV on YouTube. Sophisticated Thuggery. New music on the way. That's it. You know what I mean? Luxuries.
Yo, okay, yo, Reem.
Yeah.
Yo, you gonna add the handles to the episode, right?
Yeah, I'll plug all that in. Tone, you gotta get yours in, man.
Yeah. So you can find me on Twitter, twitter.com/ChiefTone, ChiefTone, SoundCloud.com/ChiefTone with a hyphen. And then IG, I'm General Chief, GNRL_CHIEF. Y'all holler at me. There's definitely more music coming. This ain't even the surface. It's like a scratch off. And we ain't even hit the jackpot. We just scratch off. But we definitely got more coming for y'all. So please stay tuned, man. We promise not to disappoint ever.
T-Bonds in the building,
here, man.
It's good.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like this. If that's a scratch, them bed claws be hurting.
Yeah. Real rap.
You already know.
So yo, before we all get cut off, wait, hold up. Yo, listen, man, I appreciate everybody who checked us out, man. Again, I was a little overzealous. wild anxious to just share with y'all what we doing and how we rocking out.
Like I said, man, it's your
We'll
society,
put this
man.
all together in a nice package, and we'll get this out there. Now stay focused. And yo, for real, it's International Reem Supreme Show. If you're not following the Facebook page, do that at International Reem Supreme Show. Instagram is Reem Supreme Show. Website is Reem Supreme Show. Twitter is Reem Supreme Show. Yes, I say them all. Shout out to my family. Just walked in here. T-Bonds. What up, family?
Good.
And we out, man. Good luck.